Okay, students, now we are going to talk about our second chapter, which name is Birkenhead Drill. Birkenhead was a troop ship and it was traveling to South Africa. You know, Cape Town is one of the cities of South Africa. So the destination of that ship was Cape Town. In Feb 1851, it was carrying British soldiers and their families to South Africa. The total number of passengers on the ship was 630. If we talk about women and children, so 630 was the total number of passengers, while 170 were women and children. Similarly, soldiers who were on the ship were young and experienced, and mostly of them recently joined army. There were only few officers with them who were also inexperienced and young. About 64 kilometers from Cape Town, there was a rock under the surface of sea, and unfortunately it was unrevealed and undiscovered by any person who drawn the map of sea. That rock was not shown in any map of the sea. So in this situation, when 25 March 1851 at 2 a.m. there was a shocking news of incidents for the travelers, for the passengers of Birkenhead. That ship struck with that rock in total darkness. So in this situation, people came out from their cabins, from their rooms, and they didn't know what happened. So in this situation, they just realized that there is something wrong. Ship was split into two parts. One part was still floating on the water, while other part was drawn in the water forever. But it was the fortune for the passengers of Birkenhead that they managed to reach on the floating part. So in this situation, you may understand that what type of situation were over there. Maybe you think that, and it is not impossible, maybe, and we can understand that, and we can think that there were a panic over there, and people were thinking just about themselves. But the situation was totally different. There was no panic at all on the ship. There were 630 people on the ship, of which 170 were women and children. But there was no panic over there. This order was issued that life boats should be brought. You know, life boats are the boats which are used for saving the life of people, for saving the life of passengers. When the crew of ship struggled and get the information about lifeboats, so they knew that only 3 lifeboats are in useful condition. Only 3 lifeboats. Now I want to share here a point as well. There were only 3 lifeboats, and each of them could carry only 60 passengers. It means that only 180 passengers could be saved in that situation. While if we talk about the total number of passengers, so they were 630. So it was decided by the commander of army and by the leader of soldiers that women and children should be saved. So 170 women and children were saved, and only few males who were going with them. This story is going on, continue. We will talk about remaining part of it in another video. Thanks for watching.